This is called the generation gap.
My generation, baby.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Generation Gab, a special episode of Generation Gab. This is the podcast where we discuss the similarities and differences between Gen X and millennials. I'm John Lehr, the Gen X fun dad.
And I'm Chase O'Donnell, the millennial semi-recent grad.
And that beeping you're hearing is we are in a different location than we usually do, and there's a smoke alarm test going on.
Of course. And if you hear it, maybe you don't even hear it, but we hear it loud and clear.
Yeah, it'll come on every now and then. But just reminds you that you're alive.
And that we're just like you.
Yeah, everybody, even the celebrities on Generation Gab have smoke alarm tests. But Chase, would you like to introduce our extremely special guest, I'm so delighted.
You know, John's been asking to have her on for weeks, and we finally got her. She has such a busy schedule. It's my mom, Kaysie Kent.
Kaysie. Now, are you Kaysie Casey or KC?
Neither.
Oh, great. Okay.
Kaysie.
Kaysi. Now, that seems like a very millennial spelling to me.
I mean, it's different. You've never met a Kaysie spelled that way.
Never.
It's because her name is actually Catherine Sue. Tell the story. There were too many Catherines in the class.
When I started kindergarten, there were all these Kathys. That was the big name back then.
Baby boomers, all named
know.
Kathy.
Mine
Everybody's
was
a
John.
Kathy. There you go. You should have changed it.
Yeah.
So I didn't like that everybody had my name. So my mom just kind of combined my first and middle name.
Now, that's nice of her.
And that wasn't even a millennial, not even a boomer. And by the way, I have something
here
to
we
say.
go. I know. I knew this was coming.
You guys have your facts wrong.
Okay.
My mother's generation, she was born in 1931. She is not the greatest generation.
Why?
There is a generation between the greatest generation and the baby boomers called the
Silent generation.
The silent generation.
Okay.
Did I bring this up last
yes,
week?
Chase brought this up.
we
I
had
have
this
never heard of a silent, and maybe that's the point. You've never heard of the silent generation because there's only like 3 people in that generation.
The greatest generation went from 1900 to 1920. Then from 1920 to 1946 was the silent generation because they never talked back.
They never did anything. It's apparently I've never even heard of them.
Exactly.
If you're a member of the
They're
silent,
around.
really,
They're
I've
those
never
old people.
seen one. I'm going to call them the silent, invisible, non-existent generation.
Barbie, because Barbie, for those of you who don't know, we interviewed her episode 9. You could go back.
And that's your
That's
grandmother.
my grandma,
And
Caisie's mom.
She is delightful.
She's a kick.
She was my first favorite guest. Now she's been bumped to number 2 now that you're on.
She listens to this, so be careful.
Okay. Sorry, Barbie.
But when we had that conversation with her, she didn't even know she was silent generation. She thought she
Nobody
was the
does.
greatest generation.
There is no. I am sorry. I got to do some. I'm just going to doubt it. Yes, there's a silent generation. Yeah.
Where did
okay.
you learn this, Mo?
On 60 Minutes. So I believe it.
Okay. Which host? Which co-host? Which?
Oh, gosh. Now you've got
one?
me there. Remember, I am older.
Because if it's Andy Rooney, I'm not buying it.
No, this
is he
was
dead?
just-
He's gone.
This
right?
was just
Long
a
ago.
few weeks ago.
Oh, okay. 60 Minutes is still on the air.
Oh, my. Going strong.
I don't watch
The
TV
boomers
anymore.
love 60 Minutes.
Yeah, well, it's a good show. I mean, okay. So, all right.
Okay,
But you are. Would you identify as a baby boomer?
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, how upset are you at this show, or particularly me? My take on. I'm very down on the baby boomers.
I don't understand why. I'm your number one fan on Facebook. How could you be down on the baby
Okay,
boomers?
the number one reason I'm down on baby boomers is because it's kind of funny. It's just kind of funny, and I will do anything for humor. I will do anything.
He's really committing to the bit of hating baby
right.
boomers.
So I don't really hate them.
Well,
but
it's a lost cause.
you guys screwed up a ton of stuff, and I'm going to say Gen X did too. I'm right there in you. So you're driving the motorcycle. I'm in the little car next to the motorcycle. We both screwed up, and because the planet's going to blow up. That's our fault.
Okay, but wait.
Yeah.
Really quickly, I told my mom, come here with your points ready to go.
Oh my God, she has stuff written down.
I told her
Oh,
this
Jesus.
is your time to defend the boomers. So
Okay,
here we go.
I think this is good because I'm starting to get softer on the boomers because of the whole okay boomer thing. Do you know about this?
Well,
I don't think you do.
I don't think I do.
Because she's a
I think
boomer.
I've heard you say it.
No,
But-
but
I
there's
don't
a
think-
whole
is it a
saying going
movement?
around that says, okay, boomer.
Okay. Oh, I have. Yes. Okay. So let me just say.
But they should be saying at times, okay, Gen X. We're like, oh my God, I just realized. Gen X is like the invisible generation. We don't exist either.
You don't.
Oh
And
my
The
God.
silent generation.
Because the baby boomers there's so many
silent,
of you.
invisible. We're going to rename you.
We should be. We're losers.
So let me just say
Okay.
that I think that when I was making my notes, I was trying to figure out, are you talking about when we were growing up, which was not our generation making the decisions
No.
and changing the world?
No.
Or are you talking about when we started really going into action? And that happened very early.
Yes, it did. My take on on your generation is that you guys were the hippies that
Absolutely.
turned into yuppies. So
Well,
you started
the
so
yuppies
strong,
were
but
around.
then
The yuppies were around for such a short time, and it was such a bad era in
oh,
the 80s.
that was terrible. The
That was
80s
a
were
horrible
terrible.
time.
When were you born, Chase? In like
90s.
90. You weren't
91.
Really?
My sister was 88.
So disturbing.
No, a lot of millennials were born in the 80s.
I was still using drugs when she was born.
And that's the thing. You were just kind of like, but you were using the wrong drugs.
Yes.
The hippies in the 60s and 70s, that
Yeah.
was the real stuff.
Yeah.
So let me just say,
The
Yes.
real stuff.
The LSD.
the stuff without being interfered with PCP and all that
oh,
other
right.
stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I also huffed oven cleaner. So
See?
that's probably not healthy.
Probably have some Elmer's glue, too.
Chase is like, oh my God, you're now realizing you brought your podcast.
No, she's
partner.
listened to every episode,
Okay,
so
good.
she knows.
I know.
yeah.
You're a mess.
You talk about drugs every episode.
I do. It's so because we're talking about my generation. It so informs my generation. I think that and AIDS, as I brought
Yes.
up a million times.
So the 60s, the boomers, I mean,
Yes.
we really went at it.
Yes. Were
Because
you a
of the
hippie?
Well, I wanted to be so bad.
She was
I was
too
about
young.
I was about 5 years too late.
Why?
For the real I don't know.
How old
She
were
was
you?
in middle school.
I was in I remember in middle school wanting to be a hippie so badly.
And what was it?
It was
How did
just
you
a
hear
little
about
young.
it? What was going on? What did you hear?
Well, everything. What do you mean? What did
mean-
I
I
hear?
mean,
There
like,
was
what-
Kent State. There was we had the civil rights. We had women's liberation.
What
we
about
had,
the fashion? Were you also into the way they
Oh,
dress and
yeah.
the way they looked
Oh
and
yeah,
barefoot?
No, I
and-
dressed the part.
You
Don't
did.
worry.
Oh, that's so.
She had like,
Absolutely.
there's a picture you showed me once. She had a hippie birthday party, so she
Oh, yeah.
dressed.
when I was like 8 or
Yeah, she dressed like a
Okay,
hippie.
so you were a little young for the hippies. So
For the
you,
real hippies.
you came into
To go live
age
in a
like
commune.
during the 70s, the Led Zeppelin years. Let's say.
Oh, yeah. I was
you
in-
when you heard about Led Zeppelin. When were you? How old were you?
Was Led Zeppelin like around 72?
Yeah, they were pretty early.
Do you know Led Zeppelin?
Of course. Stairway to
Dun,
Heaven.
dun, dun, dun,
So-
dun, 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 dun. Oh, we can't say that because we'll get.
Oh, we'll get copyright infringement.
I'm not sure what year it was. Was I in middle school then?
So you were very young. You were on the younger side of the baby
Yes.
boomers. You're a young. You're on the cusp of Generation
Maybe.
X.
No, my sister Allison is.
Okay.
I was born in 57, the end
Okay.
of 57.
Okay.
And baby boomers end when? 60.
64.
Oh,
That's
okay.
right. So she's in. You're
You're
in.
in it.
You're
in it.
Oh, okay. And so I interrupted you. So you heard about the hippies. You wanted to be a part of it. And then what happened?
Then what happened?
You were in the Vietnam. The Vietnam War was happening. You were in middle school.
Oh, well, you're talking about what happened in our generation.
Yeah, well, for you.
for me.
Yeah, you were in. So you were in middle school. Then did you go to high school? Were you a crazy high schooler? Were you like?
I think I was.
Were you?
Well,
like,
She was crazy.
But
Went to jail.
What? You went to jail? Me too. Me too. Oh. Okay.
cut
She
this
can
out.
cut that
I'm the
out.
editor.
By the way, whenever she says she's going to cut something out, she doesn't cut it out. I've come to learn.
It was all sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Quaaludes? Did you ever take a Quaalude?
No.
What? You're kidding me.
What's a Quaalude?
It's a
A
pill.
horse tranquilizer?
No, it was called it was a pill. It was a downer. I took one and oh my God, it was
why
the
would
best
you
night
want
of
it-
my life.
Really?
Oh, it was fantastic.
Why is it? So it's a downer?
It makes you all drunk and it makes you like a pool of vomit, which is what I'm after still to this day. I just want oblivion. I want to not think about anything. I want my brain to stop. But and now I can't.
Now
Now
you can't.
I'm so
you
focused.
have kids.
Yeah. So okay. So this.
I can't sit here and tell you what I've done.
All right.
With my
Your
daughter sitting right
okay.
here.
Okay.
Are you
You're
kidding
right.
me?
You're right. You're right. This is. But now.
Well, she raised me to be very good.
Yes.
And then I would hear these stories later, and I was like,
Wait a minute.
I'm
Yeah.
such a good kid.
She's such a good girl.
Here's my problem with your daughter. And I'm her biggest fan after you, probably, or one of them. I think she's super talented. I think she's going to be a star. I'm riding on her coattails. That's what this is. I'm like, she thinks I'm helping her, but she's helping me to stay relevant. And anyway, I'm concerned about her take on relationships. She is too picky when it comes to boys, men.
I think I get it from her.
Do you agree or disagree?
No, I think she's doing good.
Really? I mean, if the guy has
I've
one
heard-
thing wrong.
I've heard of the things that you ask her. Is that a deal breaker? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, the deal breaker where the guy poops in his pants, for example.
Yeah, that's a
To
deal breaker.
me, really? I mean, but
She
if
thinks I'm doing great.
okay, so your husband has nothing.
No,
that
that's
could-
why we're so picky.
So you guys are just perfect, but that's not the way the world is.
No, we're picky because he does
She made a
have
mistake.
lots of
Okay,
flaws.
I see. She's like, don't do what I did. All right. Well, I want your dad, by the
Yeah.
way, is another person I really want to interview.
Oh, that'll be something.
It'll be a
But I just think she's such a top shelf person. And I just worry that she's like looking for some guy who's, this checklist. And guys are stupid and they don't.
Fade a
They're
checklist.
flawed. They're flawed.
Yeah.
And they're just not going to turn out to be, the way you want them to.
Perfect.
No. They're going to poop in their pants or some version of
Oh
that.
gosh.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
and
but
you
you
know
know-
this is true.
Yeah, I do know. I happen to know. I don't know. There's something about the male gender that they just really don't want to potty train.
I'll tell you,
I don't
you
know what
had
it
two
is.
daughters.
I have, thank goodness.
I had a son and a daughter. And when you have a son and a daughter, you realize two things. First, the vagina is much easier to clean poo out of than the balls and the penis.
gosh.
It's so much more surface area and harder to clean.
I haven't laughed this hard with the podcast yet because I know I just keep looking at my mom.
The second thing you realize about having a son and a daughter is men are stupid.
yeah, we know that too.
Oh my God. But when you see them grow up together, it's just like, oh my God.
Night and day.
Night and day. Girls do
girls
everything
are
first.
they mature a lot quicker.
Oh, they talk first. They
follow rules.
Oh. This was this was before my son was born, and my daughter. We had a birthday party for my daughter, so she was like 2.
Oh,
they
and
were
a
just
boy,
beginning to walk.
not your
a
son.
boy invited to her party came in, got a step stool, and turned on the burners on the stove. What a fucking idiot!
Yeah.
I'd look at him and think, who are your parents?
Yeah. Well, nowadays Gen X, we don't know how to parent.
No.
The boomers, the boomers did a better job parenting, I think, than Gen X.
So,
All right, let's talk.
We were raised with
Okay, yeah,
you
let's get
are
into your
seen and not
presentation.
heard.
Yes, I know.
Although we did make a big voice. But
But then you guys retreated and didn't take it all the way home. You talked about revolution and you were on the cusp of revolution, but then what happened? What happened to the revolution?
then we had kids.
Right.
Oh,
That's
kids.
what happens. She's absolutely right. And
Then
once you
you
have
had
kids, you
kids.
become part of the machine.
That's an incredible answer.
You're
then we had
absolutely
kids.
right. Why did we have kids?
I don't know, because we started out great.
Now, what
Yeah.
people can't see is that there is a
Notebook full of things. I did
It
my
looks like a
research.
brand new notebook that you just
No,
bought.
no.
Oh, okay. There's other stuff.
yeah.
Your handwriting is so neat, and this is something about your generation. I have noticed neat, good handwriting.
That's because we grew up having to write.
Well,
Now
so
everything's
did
on the
John's.
iPad.
Well, I sort of straddled it because we grew up with all the classes, but then the internet came in, and then we all went to keyboards.
Really?
So my handwriting is not great.
When did you go to keyboards?
when I was like in my late 20s. But from then on, we just dropped it. Whereas I think your generation hung on to writing.
But Chase has beautiful writing. I think that's a personable thing.
Okay, maybe it is. My old girlfriend has in high school still has
Good
cute writing
writing.
because she wrote me a thank you note for.
Oh, Jenny.
Yeah, you met her.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's go down because I want you to. You've done some research. Finally, somebody on Generation Gab did some research.
Finally. Okay, so spill.
Yeah, what's at the top of your piece of
Okay.
paper there? Here we go.
I don't know if this makes sense. I might have written things down, but it's
That's
all out
okay.
of order.
I love that.
Well, so you were talking about when we dropped the ball.
Yes.
We got married.
Yes.
We had kids. And we
Yes.
moved to the burbs.
Why did you do that?
Because there were no burbs before then. There were now tract homes.
I know, but you guys, you were the ones saying we want to change the world. We want to change the man. And then you just did it.
Because until you have kids, you don't know.
Right.
Oh no, you got to protect them.
Yeah.
Wait,
you got to
I
get them
thought
out of
the
this.
They
50s were known for burbs.
Yeah, they were. Maybe I'm wrong.
But you guys.
But I think it was really
tract
that's when
housing.
tract housing really went into play.
My parents moved into tract housing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. It's so horrible. The Steven Spielberg kind of thing.
It was really the Vietnam War really did it for
Yeah.
us.
See, I
that
think-
was when reality came into play.
Yeah.
I mean, people were dying
Yes.
by masses, just dying for no
Yes.
reason, no
And
reason
how do
at
you
all.
think that affected you? Was it just like you became just cynical? Like, what's it all about? Like, what is the purpose of life? It's stupid,
Well, it just didn't make sense,
right? And
And now it just continues now.
I have vague memories of Vietnam because I was very young because I was born in '65. So I always thought that Vietnam, Kennedy's assassination, and Watergate were the three sort of things that really, once you guys became adults, those things were the things that made you realize, oh my God, life is not. It's that a darkness came
Yeah.
over
Well, there was-
the hope of the early '60s.
There was so much change in the 60s.
Yeah.
I mean, we had, JFK. We had civil rights. I mean, that was
Yes,
huge.
Martin Luther King.
Gay people could come out of the closet.
Sort of, but yes.
But,
yes, it was beginning.
it was huge, though.
'Cause I
at
always
least
say
on
that
this coast.
For me, it was, it was AIDS essentially, and then the bubble, the Clinton years of
Burst.
of all of that money, because then everybody
And then
just,
it burst. But
yeah.
that
So
was
like
your
late 80s, early 90s for you is when you really feel like that was when Gen X's were.
Yeah, because I graduated college in '88. So yeah, that's when I was in the center of what Gen X was.
Got it,
Yeah,
got it.
that's my take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
And-
I remember Clinton. We've talked about this before,
Yes,
but
you were young.
young. Yeah.
And when you graduated college, who was your president?
Obama.
Obama. See, she grew up with
The best.
this incredible hope. Like millennials are so screwed because you have like this incredible hope, and then you have this, like you have both sides.
Yeah.
Of the
Well,
equation.
we had, yeah.
I think the one thing, and I'm going to go back to the boomer thing.
Yeah.
Because that's why I'm here.
Yes.
I think because there were so many kids in that generation
Yes.
that we had to create jobs. So there was more entrepreneurial.
That's interesting.
Even though unions were in their heyday,
Yes.
coming out of college, there was so much innovation coming out. We had now been to space. We'd been to the
Right.
moon. We had done, technology was on the rise.
Yes.
I mean,
the IBM, the computers,
Oh
the
my
age of
gosh.
computers had started.
yes.
At
And
that
the
point-
world was really changing. By
Yeah.
now, everybody had a credit card.
Yes. Credit cards. That was huge.
Huge. They didn't have those in
No.
my parents' day.
Yes, they did. That's what the entire depression was about. Was
The credit
people
cards
got
came
credit
out of
cards. I
the
learned this
depression?
in school.
Yes.
Oh, then then I'm wrong. But anyway,
But people were borrowing on credit. But yeah, credit cards themselves, like the Visa card where you could use everywhere. I remember that coming up because I remember when I was growing up young, there were no cash machines, there were no ATMs.
right. I think there were credit cards like department stores
Right.
and things like that. But as far as the Visa card and everything, I think that was later.
Okay.
and I don't know when we need to look that
We'll
up.
have to fact
Our
check.
viewers will
Yeah.
tell us.
Yeah, they'll
Let us
tell
know.
us.
They're all over that kind of stuff.
But I don't think, like when you say that the boomers ruined everything, no.
No.
I think there's enough of us to ruin things, but also make it so much better.
Okay, I agree with that. I think maybe where I'm coming from is you guys, there were so many of you. You guys overshadowed everything. And in the same respect, millennials, there's so many millennials because you guys all had kids. That as a Gen Xer, we are a smaller number of people. Like we're like the invisible generation that we were talking about. Or what are they called?
Silent.
The silent generation.
Silent.
But yeah,
We're smaller, so maybe it's like when your good things were big and your mistakes were big. Maybe
Right.
What were the
Maybe that's
mistakes?
it. The mistakes were Social Security is going. Well, that's not really our fault. It's just that there's so many of us. But honestly, our whole financial Social Security system is going to collapse.
Well, they're thinking about euthanizing a lot of you. Like they're going to have
that's
little,
nice.
yeah. That's what I'm hearing. Like it's going to be like Logan's Run, where you have a crystal on
tell
your
you.
hand and it turns color, and then you have to be killed.
I'll tell you what they should do with us. They should just shoot us to Mars. I'm on. I'm
Yes.
there.
Or
Wouldn't that be exciting?
I love
like
that.
you get really old, and it's like, and they want to take older people because there's
Yes.
so much radiation
Send
involved
the-
in it. They don't want to send young
your
people.
generation to Mars.
We'll just all go colonize.
Battlestar Galactica. Like
Yeah.
freeze you all.
Well, we have to have some kids with us. or
No,
we'll never,
I don't want to go. I'm staying here.
well, how do you?
I want to blow up
how
with
do
the
you
world.
colonize when you?
That's
Oh yeah,
nice.
you gotta
though.
have. You guys still can. You guys could still get it on. I see people getting pregnant at 50 all the time.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's
Well,
my age though.
I think I've heard that the people that have signed up to go to Mars, they're technically saying bye to their family forever. They'll
Right.
never
Yeah.
speak to them
Right.
again.
It's suicide.
Yeah,
It's a suicide mission.
You don't.
But what an
it's a
exciting way to go.
suicide
Yes.
mission.
Well,
Better
let's.
than-
Okay, we have come to I think, an excellent conclusion here. That we should send baby boomers, the
To
entire baby boomer generation, to Mars.
Wouldn't that be fun?
All right. So if you're a baby boomer and you're hearing this, get ready. Get ready
But
for
can I-
Mars.
Can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
That will be more expensive than Social Security. But
I don't know.
Before we end, I want to hear. I just kind of want to see what you wrote down. Just could you just spew it out? I'd love to see.
Yeah. This is Chase's
SNL,
SNL.
Okay.
You
the
did
PC.
the P score. My,
Well, I'm talking about the personal computer.
the PC.
Well, that
yes.
too.
I think. Wait, don't we get credit for that? Gen X for the personal
Absolutely
computer?
not. That
Okay.
was
Bill
Bill
Gates.
Gates
84.
and Steve Jobs.
Okay.
The pill.
The pill. Yes.
The internet. I'm not sure if the internet actually started. I think it started at UCLA.
Yes.
but
but it
I-
was when Gen Xers used it for porn that it really exploded.
really with the
we knew what to do.
World Wide
and
Web.
pedophilia too, so
There
that you
you
could
go.
be. That's where and white power.
Okay, we've got civil rights.
Yeah.
We've got women's rights.
Yes.
We've got gays out of the closet.
What do you think about the ERA maybe finally being passed? How do you feel about that as a feminist, as a woman growing up during that? My mother, worked very hard to get that passed. It's now it looks like with flipping the, I don't know, that it looks like it might finally get passed.
Well, I think it's good.
All right, good.
There we go.
Excellent. Okay.
We got seatbelts going so your kids don't fly out the window.
I remember growing up without seatbelts. Nobody wore them. We didn't have baby seats either. We just all flopped around in
You
the back of
flopped
the
around.
station wagon.
Had head injuries.
God, that was good.
I don't have that memory.
Back then, when you had a car accident, you died.
That's right.
You
did.
You
You went
didn't-
right through the window.
Yes, everybody just died. Even a fender bender. Just everybody dead.
Brain concussions.
No.
Wow.
We have Oprah. We have Jon Stewart.
Okay. He's a Gen Xer, isn't he?
No.
No, my
Okay.
parents' age.
All right.
No.
You have Trump, our president.
Yeah, we're
You,
not talking
I'm
about
seeing
him.
things you're skipping.
I'm skipping things. We're
Why?
not big into tattoos.
Yeah. Well, you did if
we
you were a
can work
sailor.
past 60. That's another thing that's
Yes.
hard on the. I will say that's what's hard on everybody.
Yes.
That we are in the workforce longer.
Way
We
too
started
long.
earlier. We're in here longer, and it's harder for other people to
Get a job.
Get the jobs
Because you
But
stay.
They're laying the older ones off now.
Finally.
but still.
See, this
We're-
is why I
we
still
still are
think
in
some of you
control.
should be killed, because we could turn you into Soylent Green and eat you. And
Yeah.
that would, as a vegetarian, would you eat Soylent Green knowing it was made out of people? Would that be something
Not
you
me-
would be interested
not
in?
me, no.
No, you would still be. That's
No,
still,
I would research that before I put it in my mouth.
What if it was a person that had never taken GMOs their whole life, would you eat their flesh?
No.
Okay. Chase?
Well, if it was my only way to survive, yes.
Okay, I want to say right now that if you and I get caught in frozen tundra and I die, I give you permission to eat me in order to stay alive.
Okay, like the Donner Party.
Yes. What part of me would you eat first, do you think? My butt?
God,
no, that's like
I
wouldn't recommend
I was thinking
that.
arm.
Oh, my arm. Interesting. Okay. You can eat it.
I don't want to.
You can if you have to. To survive, Chase, to
Okay, to
survive.
survive.
Somebody must continue on with the podcast.
I mean, that's a good storyline. A vegetarian who's never
gonna
had to
Eat me.
cut
don't you?
into flesh
And then eat it.
has to do that.
Has to
That's
be
your
a
next
That's a
story.
good
That's your
apocalyptic.
Vegetarian in the Donner Party.
Yeah.
Wow, we're going to pitch that. Nobody take it. TM, TM, TM. Copyright. Okay, what else do you got?
All right,
Casey,
there's
this has been great.
There's only a few things.
I love who
the
you
Frisbee.
are. The Frisbee. Okay, I will give you the Frisbee with that in and of itself is probably the best invention of all time.
The Frisbee, the hula hoop, and for Chase, the Mickey Mouse Club.
I wasn't of age when the Mickey Mouse Club was around.
Yes, you were, because I was of age.
Yeah, you were of age. I was not.
But it continued. You can't tell me that you're not a Disney fan.
I'm sorry. I
Okay,
have
here
to
we
debate
go.
this.
Boy, I've never
Okay.
seen Chase so serious about something.
Well,
Here
she's
we
a
go.
big Disney
I
girl.
know my Disney.
Yes.
The
Uh-oh.
Mickey Mouse Club starred Britney Spears,
Yes.
Christina Aguilera,
Yes.
Justin Timberlake when they were 10. They're 10 years older than me. I was zero.
Oh, so you missed that time.
I missed the Mickey Mouse Club. I love it, and I've watched it on YouTube, but it was not on TV when I was at age to watch TV.
So I feel bad for you, Chase, because you would have enjoyed that.
But you know there was a Mickey Mouse Club prior to that, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
yeah,
and
Annette
exactly,
Funicello
I
or
really
Annette-
wasn't of age for that one.
Right, none of us were, except
Right,
for
but you got to enjoy it because of the boomers.
Because of
She's
YouTube.
saying-
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
thank you,
because
Casey.
I think I'm following your logic.
You weren't
here,
around.
Casey.
You weren't around when the Frisbee was created
Okay,
either.
but we got to enjoy
You
it.
get to reap
Okay,
the
I got to
benefits.
watch it on
Agreed.
YouTube because the boomers made that happen.
Now, I could turn that into, and I would not do it in this company, but I could turn that into a, creating of the Disney machine, maybe not the best thing for culture in general, but I'm probably alone on that. in this room.
Well, maybe not.
You think Disney wasn't the best thing for culture?
Oh no, I think it was great.
Well, I think the princess thing is not great.
Well, they do have a Disney streaming service now, and at the beginning, apparently, they say a message like, "Please excuse us, we did used to be a little racist."
Right.
Do they really?
Yes,
Yeah.
like there
This
are
was of
things.
the time. Or,
yeah,
they have a little thing.
and they're not anymore. They've really
Yeah, it's
kept
true.
up.
It's
yeah.
true.
Yeah, they
it's
have.
true. It's true.
And we can't claim the Barbie doll because Chase
No.
was way into Barbies, because Barbie came into
50s.
being 2 years after I was born. Yeah, so
Wow.
I got full on Barbie doll. Fan
The Barbie
right there.
came out in 1959.
I think so.
Yeah. The Barbie, I know it's that, it's very old. The Barbie doll. All right. Give us some more. Go to your list. This is fantastic.
Just whiz through it, Case. We're
you're doing
almost out of
great.
time, so just whiz
Well,
through
I've
it.
kind of been through it all, to be honest with
No,
you.
I see diabetes.
Diabetes. You guys invented diabetes?
Oh, disabilities. Sorry.
Disabilities,
the Disabilities
dialysis,
Act.
the dialysis machine, all
Oh,
that
my
kind
God.
of stuff, the
Yeah.
nuclear power. There you
Oh,
go.
boy.
We were the first ones to say that cigarettes are no.
Well,
Bad for you.
ish. I mean, but a lot of you
No
made
more
money
polio.
off of it.
All the
Polio,
medical-
good. I agree about polio.
Okay, but now this is the big thing for you, John.
Oh, boy.
In the 50s, before before the boomers came into power, the CIA was doing research on LSD
Yes.
to mind control.
Yes.
But the boomers took LSD to
And
expand their mind.
Yes, the tricksters,
Yes.
with the acid Kool-Aid acid test.
There you go.
Yes.
So
now
that was
I
big.
give that in a big. This is why I think Chase should take LSD once in your life. You should do it with your mom. She could walk you through it.
I would do it with my mom.
Yeah, let's the three of us. I'll come out of retirement because I've been sober a long time now. But I'll come out of retirement, and the three of us drop
That's
acid
right. That
together.
wouldn't be good if you
no,
do
I'd
it.
be fine. I'd be fine.
You'd be fine.
I would believe me. The ratings we would get if the three of us podcasted and dropped acid together. What do you say, Kaysie?
Yeah, well, it's expanding.
Yeah, Chase, how do you feel about it?
I would do it for the ratings.
Yeah, it's a little acid's a little. It's fantastic.
I don't know. I've never
Yeah,
done
I think
it.
it's my after heroin, my favorite drug.
Wow. Well, I know the song Lucy in the Sky
with
Diamond.
Basically, taking acid, the first thing I would do is say, hey, let's get outside. Because you got to be outside.
But we can't podcast.
But you got to
on
be in a safe place. You can't
Yes.
go down here with the crazies.
No,
with the
we got to
homeless.
be in it. See, oh my God. Yes, we have some expert testimony happening here. I can tell already. I will say this. Once you drop acid with somebody, your relationship is forever changed.
Okay. It for the better
Yeah.
or just changed?
Yeah.
It's changed.
Yeah, just different.
Okay. It's changed.
Yeah.
Your relationship with you is different.
Yeah. Your relationship with yourself is different. So true. They say after you drop acid 7 times, you're legally insane, which means I am out of my mind.
Oh, no. Legally insane.
Maybe we better not.
Yeah, maybe we should. Kaysie, you are, I knew this was going to be great because you have raised a daughter who is incredible. Are you proud of her?
So proud.
She's such an amazing person.
Thank you.
You are, Chase. You really are.
Thank you.
And-
We're working on it.
Yeah. What advice do you have to Chase and me as the previous generation?
Just as the younger gens here.
Yeah, what would you say to us moving forward? Any?
Moving forward, you just have to always go with what's in your heart.
Come on, Mo. That's.
Always go with what's in your heart.
I want something a little.
My heart's really dark. I don't know
little
if we should
better.
go with what's in my heart. Let's go with what's in Chase's heart.
Any other advice?
Any other
Specifically to John,
Oh, to
John.
me.
and then specifically to me.
to John?
As a-
I
what's
didn't
your
know I
advice
was
for
given.
Gen X?
You know, I have advice for everybody.
Yes, good.
she's
I
so
give
good
me
at
some
But for
advice.
some reason, right now, I'm blank.
Oh, well, that happens all the time.
I think you're doing great.
Really?
Yeah, I really do.
I'm exhausted.
Now, not only do I follow you because of Chase, now I have to follow your son. I don't have to.
Oh, he's
very
amazing.
exciting.
He got his
And-
cast off today.
Oh, that's very,
Yes.
very exciting.
So he
So I
is-
think you're doing a great job. I haven't seen your daughter or your wife, but I mean, I'm sure they're just amazing.
They
Isn't
are.
that the weirdest thing? Because you say your generation had kids, and once baby boomers had kids, that's when they went towards, hey, forget about this revolution thing. Let's just save some money and do right by our kids.
You got to.
And so it's so weird because kids is kind of the end of the of the revolution, but it's so worth it. God,
So
is it worth it?
I always tell my girls, I always had all these dreams and aspirations, and
Yeah.
then I had children, and I had no idea. They are my dreams, and
Yeah, I
just
know.
for them to be good people on this earth and do good things is really, if I could direct them in the right direction to always be the best they can be, I feel like I've done my part here on earth.
You have. Well, you have. You
And
have
that's
done
it.
that, and we're going to send you to Mars now.
We're
You're
sending
done
you to
done to
Mars.
Earth.
And then send me on.
But any of you who die before you get on the ship, we're going to turn you into crackers and eat you. That's what
Soylent
we've
Green.
decided here today. And then the baby boomers can really, Social Security will be okay. Everything will be fine. World hunger, but we got to send you all. Nobody can stay.
Right. We'll all
Everybody
go together.
goes. You guys got to go together.
We'll eat
What
each
a
other.
party that would be. The baby boomers on a
They
spaceship.
would love
Just,
that.
just send the LSD with us.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'd have to
you
freeze
would
you.
love that.
We'd probably, the best way though would be to cut off all your heads, freeze your heads, and then attach you to robots once you got to Mars.
You know that's happening.
Yes,
You know
it's
your
coming.
kids have no chance.
I know.
Your
What?
grandkids- We're at
Think
the
about
end.
my kids.
We are at the end of the human race. I am certain.
You're certain of it.
Certain
Well,
of it.
because we're about to become cyber. We're going to be half machine, half people now. Like we're all about to get chips in our heads, and then everything's going to.
I've been
Oh,
hearing
it's all
about the
happening.
chip in my head for years, so I don't know.
I want it. I want it right now. I want it to open up my garage door. I want it to remember my passwords. I want it to.
oh, it's all there.
I want it all.
It's all
I
happening.
just want to live.
It's really happening in China. So you got to keep up with the world. You can't just have the United States be the dumb kids. You got to put the chips in their head.
Okay,
Oh
good.
gosh.
We got to do
and
it
that's
all.
when you say, "Okay, boomer."
Yeah. Oh, we
Okay,
didn't even get
boomer.
to that. All right. Well, Chase, what are you doing this weekend? That's how we always end our show, as you know.
This weekend, I have 4 stand-up shows in San Diego.
Oh my God.
And I'm taking the train down, and I'm gonna just have a little vacation.
Oh, that is so great. And you're 4 shows over 2 nights. Is it a Friday,
Yeah.
Saturday, 2 shows each?
I think so.
Oh my God. And how much are you doing in each set?
The one I did in San Francisco, I did 10 minutes. So I think I'm just doing 10 minutes.
You're really moving up. You're moving up. How does it feel? You are becoming a straight up stand up.
You know, I journal every day. Why am I doing this? And I really am
I know
figuring
that.
out, like, I get really nervous. I get really stressed.
Mm-hmm.
So figuring out the why behind it is,
Good.
But
But
I'm
why
doing
do
it.
anything?
I'm
really,
doing
that
it
just leads
for-
me to nihilism. Why not just off? We should talk.
Yeah.
If you really follow that thought, we should all just kill ourselves right now.
Just I'll go to Mars.
Yeah, go to Mars.
But yeah, I think I'm doing it for practice right now. The more I do it, the less scared I become.
And
right?
I'm so happy you're doing it. I think it's great.
Thank
I really
you.
do.
She has a comedy competition tonight.
Oh yeah, tonight.
Where?
There's a chance I could win some money.
What?
At Flappers.
Why didn't I know about this? I could have cleared my schedule and gone. I have to do something for my goddamn kids.
I won the first and second round, and this is the third round.
Chase, you have to tell me these things.
Okay.
I will support you.
Well, if I win this round, it's the last rounds after this, and that would be a big one to come to.
All right, keep me posted. All
Okay.
right, Kaysie, what are you up to this weekend?
I'm going to the Flapper show tonight.
Oh, good to support.
That's tonight. What's
That's
this
tonight.
weekend?
Oh,
This weekend, yeah.
What is this weekend? I don't know. Probably, we hang out here at the beach.
And you just figure it out as you go? Mm-hmm. That's very hippie. That's very of the moment.
This is when you have no babies left in the house. This is what happens.
They just kind of like, it's the weekend. They walk on Main Street, watch
We go
movies.
farmer's market across the street. We watch.
It's really relaxing
Yeah,
for
I
them.
mean, it's just the girls normally come over on Sunday, and we get to see them. And
Yeah, we come over on
it's
what a
Sunday.
just
lovely
like
family.
such a little. Like, who knew we'd ever do this?
Oh, my God.
So
Well,
that's
I'm-
coming for you.
No
Yeah,
painting,
I
no
don't
running them
know.
around.
20 years and they'll
Those
be
years are
Oh,
20
oh
more
my
years.
God.
It didn't used to be like this.
Oh, I'm driving everybody everywhere this weekend.
Well, what? Do you think maybe 15 more years till they're my age? Yeah.
I don't know.
No. When it changes is when your son, who's older, your daughter?
My daughter.
When your daughter gets her driver's license, that's it.
That helps.
Oh, that's
I hear
it.
that helps.
That's a big changer.
Uh-huh. Good. Okay. Well, I can live that for that. Well, I'm doing nothing. I'm driving my kids around. It's all childcare, and then I have to work. I'm doing once again absolutely nothing fun this weekend.
Are you
Nothing.
doing any carpentry?
I'm still trying to paint this shelving unit, but
Okay.
I can't.
You can't get the right color paint.
No, it's I can't find the time to do it right, but I'm going to try to do it this weekend.
Okay.
I'm going to try. All right.
Oh, wow.
God, I love doing this podcast.
Me too.
You, so great to meet you.
Thanks
You
for
did.
hosting.
Really interesting,
You
great
did
person.
a great job, Mo.
You
with
really
the-
did, and you're so gorgeous and well put together, and
So put together.
You seem so God. You're just like it's how
I've had years of practice.
I think you look younger than I do.
Oh, I don't
I think
think
if
so.
people were to say who's the boomer, I would get the boomer. Yeah.
No.
Yes.
But you do look very young for your
Very
age.
young.
Thank you.
Very
Yeah.
young. Yeah. You guys have good genes.
People always like, is that your sister?
Really?
All the time. I mean, they're doing it to be polite, but
No, I think so. I don't agree. I have huge bags.
Me too.
That's what I have. No, you don't.
Sephora. There's all
Right.
kinds of
you
little.
put all kinds of stuff in there.
Yeah.
I should be doing stuff like that.
me too.
You go
No,
and you
not
get a
you,
facial
Chase.
every
You don't
month.
need it. All right. Well, this was really great.
Thank you for listening.
guys.
Thank you for tuning in on the live Facebook.
Yes, thank you guys.
My generation, baby.